transformational life and success coach. Welcome, Jennifer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jennifer Mayhofer, and I'm a transformational life coach. I've been trained and certified through the Life Mastery Institute, considered the #1 transformational coaching program worldwide. I also synthesize my 30 years experience with a proven, repeatable, reliable system of transformation that's been developed by some of the greatest minds in this work over 40 years period of time. And I am delighted to be here today. And I believe that you've all made an amazing decision to be here today. Because in doing so, you've said yes to a part of you that wants to become conscious of something even more amazing in your life and how to do that. So today, we're going to talk about the language of success. You see, there's actually a way of doing things. And when we become conscious of it, we can apply it towards any area of our life that we would love to see improvement. How many of you here would love to see improvement in some area of your life? All right, I think that's true of all of us because we're all growing and expanding, right? Each and every moment. So the universe speaks to us through two growth signals. It speaks to us through our longing and through our discontent. We're either being pulled by the vision of what it is that we would love, or we're being pushed by our pain. How many of you can relate to that? Yeah. So let me share a story with you about where I was pushed by my pain. My story starts actually a long time ago when I was 9, and my mother passed away. And my family dispersed, and I was sent to live with an aunt. And I thought I would live with her for the rest of my life, but she fell down a flight of stairs and had amnesia. And I was sent now back to live with my father, and now he was living with his girlfriend and her 2 children. And to say the least, I was often feeling lost, alone, and uncertain in my own home. And I would seek solace out in nature. And one day, while walking through the woods, I came across a clearing where there was this beautiful stream of light pouring through the canopy from above. And I stepped out into that light. I felt compelled to step into the light, and I felt it penetrate the very depths of my being. And in my mind's eye, I could see all the stars and planets of the universe. And it fed and filled my soul. And I had an experience in those moments that there was a voice that said, "Jennifer, you're never alone. You'll never be alone." And I just enjoyed and reveled in those moments. And after a few minutes, the light shifted, and I made my way home. But I never forgot that experience. And I believe it was that awareness that led me towards seeking a path towards a higher truth. A higher truth of trying to define what is our life's purpose. How do we create optimal health? How do we create success? Why is it that some people seem to do extraordinary things in life while other people seem to struggle? I began to publish something called the Directory of Holistic Practices and Providers, and it had a variety of holistic healing modalities and philosophies. I became a classical homeopath, an interfaith minister, a Reiki master, traveled the world. I studied a variety of cultures and spiritual disciplines. I was asked by a Tibetan Lama to teach Tibetan meditation. And I was very interested in how we create. How do we go from creating from the infinite into the finite? How do we manifest? How do we create results? I started to study with a well-known physicist who specialized in working towards bridging the gap between science and spirituality. For all intents and purposes, I thought I knew a thing or two. I found myself in a marriage of almost 20 years that was deeply unhealthy. It was often volatile, and it turned out that my husband had been living a double life throughout the course of my marriage. Something in me felt out of integrity. How did I create these results, knowing all that I knew? Clearly there were gaps in my awareness, and it was making itself evident in the results that I was creating in my life. Yet I was almost 50, and if I was to listen to the statistics, a woman of almost 50 is least likely to find a new job, least likely to find a new relationship, and the last thing I wanted was to start life all over again. And I felt stuck. I felt angry. I was frustrated and confused. Have any of you ever felt stuck like that? Yeah. Knowing that you can't stay where you are, but not really knowing where to go. I started doing some crazy things to try and shake myself awake, to remember the truth of who I was. And I found myself suspended above crashing waves and craggy rocks. I had just leapt off the side of a cliff, paragliding. And as I looked up and I saw this swath of fabric being filled with this invisible force, I thought, wow, I'm flying. But how is it that I have the courage to trust my physical life with this invisible force, yet standing on the ground in my own shoes, I was not trusting that invisible force, that power, that breath of life within me. In that moment, I woke up, and I remembered that I was not that lost, lonely girl from all those years ago. I was the girl who stood in the light of awareness. I was the woman who knew that I was more powerful than any circumstance, situation, or condition. And it was in those moments, in that moment, that I made a decision that I was going to get divorced. And I was afraid, but I was going to do it anyway. And I knew that my life purpose was to help serve as many people as I could. And I wanted to find a vehicle that could synthesize everything that I spent my life studying. And after significant research, I found the Life Mastery Institute, and I applied all their principles to my own life, and I completely transformed my own life. And now I work with one of the most powerful systems available. I stand before you as a platinum level Life Mastery consultant, which is the highest level achievable through their organization. Plus, I utilize the knowledge that I've been, privileged to be exposed to through many masters, like Jack Canfield, Deepak Chopra, Wayne Dyer, among many other wonderful personal mentors. I love the work that I do, and it's an honor and a privilege to serve. So when I'm working with my clients, I work with a variety of universal principles that are used by some of the most successful people on the planet, actually. And today I'm going to offer you 3. So the first one is that we must get very clear about what it is that we want to create. So I invite you now to ask yourselves, what would you love? When you ask yourself what it is that you love, you put yourself into alignment with what the universe is trying to create through you. Don't ask yourself what you think you can do or what other people think you should do. That's created the results that you have up until now. But allow yourself, we have 4 domains of life. So ask yourself, what would you love in your business or your vocation, in your health and well-being, in your relationships, in your time and money freedom? And imaginally put that on and feel it as if it's already happened, that you've achieved everything that you can imagine. Because our mind is a projector. The images that we repeat again and again in our mind are what tend to produce in the experience of life. So having a very clear vision acts as a GPS towards navigating us towards the direction of our dream. The second principle is that once you get clear, you must make a decision. How many dreams go unfulfilled because people don't actually choose to engage? The minute that you make a decision and take action, all kinds of opportunities and circumstances begin to present themselves in favor of your dream that otherwise you never would have been aware of. We must be willing to make a decision even in the absence of knowing all the answers. The third step is that we must learn to befriend our fear, right? Because the minute that you make that decision, I guarantee you all kinds of fears are going to creep up and try and sabotage your next level of experience. Our subconscious mind is dominating 95% of the actions in the way that we engage in the world. 90% of that are limited, negative self-talk. So by learning that when fear begins to arise, that is just an indicator that we're on the green growing edge of our becoming, and that we can lean into this. The most successful people are willing to be uncomfortable in the name of growth. When I work with my clients, I help them to get very clear about creating a vision of the life that they would love. I help them to identify their limiting self-talk and sabotaging behavior, and through repeated repetition of space-time, education, motivation, and accountability, I help them transform their results and to create amazing results in their life in far less time than they ever thought possible. So each and every one of us has this one amazing life. We can live it by default, or we can live it by design. We have a choice. We are far more powerful than any of the challenges that we're facing. The good thing is that you don't have to do it alone. So if you would love to partner with me in learning a repeatable, proven, reliable system of transformation to create something even more amazing in your life, put your hand on your heart and say, I'm in. Yes, I'm in too. My friends, today is the day for you to say yes to your goals and your dreams. Because when you do, when you take bold action in the direction of what it is that you would love to create, boldness has magic power and genius in it. It's been an honor and a privilege. My friends, it's your light. Let it shine. Thank you.
I really enjoyed Jennifer's speech today. She had opened up my mind to the struggles that we really have with success and fear, and it's okay to feel those things. It just brings us forward to where we want to be in life, and I look forward to hearing more of Jennifer's talks.
Jennifer is an excellent dynamic speaker who have taught me and us that even when you experience fear, it's not something to be afraid of and to run away from. It's something to how you change your mindset on and seek out your goals.
What I loved about Jennifer was that she clearly was well trained and great methodology and all that, but it was so much deeper than that. She had really experienced a lot and learned from a much wider universe, and I love that she brought that to the table. And that 3-step process is so powerful. For me, the second step, make a decision, that just made light bulbs go off. So thanks, Jennifer.
So I know that we all get stuck in our ruts and our fears, and oftentimes we just don't know that there's a way out. And Jennifer's presentation today was really powerful. It helped to show how you can really overcome those fears, get out of being stuck, and move forward. I was very grateful for that.